The target audience for this resource is all physical education school sport professionals who work at any level in our schools with young people. The main aim of the DVD was to produce a resource which can be used as a professional development tool. Used properly, this should have a positive impact on current practice. The purpose is also to get a consistent and coherent view of what high-quality physical education looks like and what the main contributory factors are in achieving this high quality.
Welcome to Our Lady's School. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to share with you our work and play. You'll meet in the video our wonderful, individual, unique children who have high expectations of themselves and their friends. Our parents are supportive and they really work alongside us to ensure their child is a happy, confident and successful learner. Most children achieve above national average, and physical education and sport are central to our daily lives. All children attend school. Our target's 98%. Behaviour is outstanding. Children become confident, leading learners. They're healthy, safe in every way and enjoy their learning. They make positive contributions by being leaders and role models. The senior leadership team and myself are responsible for embedding ambition and driving improvement. The children are actively and independently determining the acquisition of achieving their personal goals, as well as impacting on the achievement of others. I'm convinced in the not too distant future I will see some of our children representing the country as an elite athlete, or maybe living in number 10, providing the finance for the Olympic Games.
Our Lady's Catholic Primary School was selected for this video because it is a typical inner-city multicultural school that fully embraces physical education and sport as one of the major avenues for learning and raising standards. The leadership and management is exceptional. It embeds ambition and drives improvement. The head teacher is inspirational and charismatic. She empowers all staff and pupils at all levels to take on responsibility and be leaders. This has a striking effect on pupils' achievement and attainment. Teaching is often outstanding and pupils' progress is exceptional. The provision and the learning environment are excellent. They provide many memorable experiences and rich opportunities for the whole school. Staff enjoy physical education and the pupils love it.
At Our Ladies, I am the Advanced Skills Teacher, Primary Link Teacher and Subject Leader for Physical Education. My role is to support and develop other staff, including teaching assistants in physical education and developing their skills of organisation and management, teaching and learning and behaviour and management strategies.
As Chair of Governors, I'm convinced that sport and physical education should be at the heart of driving up standards in school. Physical education has always been really important as part of our core curriculum in the school, but over the last few years we've developed the role of sport outside the classroom and in its role for all children. And one of the things we've all felt that's really important is to make it truly inclusive so that all children, no matter what their background or their ability or their disability, can be fully included in all aspects of sport and curriculum PE.
Have a watch. Now I want you to watch the video and tell me how she's travelling, so how she's moving with the ball.
Sorry. Oh, never mind. Start again. Good girl. Fantastic. Oh, well done.
There's one thing that can be improved, so 2 stars and a wish. Make sure you're watching Hqpe.
My daughter's in year 3 and she's been at this school since the start, and she's always been very active. She's energetic, and what I like about the school is she's been able to channel that during PE. She's very coordinated, and that seems to be one of the strengths. And through PE she's actually developed some outside activities because the PE teachers encouraged us to go to gymnastics outside of school. What I actually like about the PE is that she gets the opportunities to work within a team. She's a young person who can be very bolshy, and she often tends to push people out of the way in the playground, but in PE what they're focusing on is helping her to develop as a team member and encouraging her to be really successful in that.
My daughter's in reception and she really enjoys doing sports. I think she's tried every sporting activity after school that there is going, and because of that she's flourished in terms of her confidence, and she likes the idea of doing sports. One, because she likes the idea of being healthy, because they do promote being healthy in the school, and she likes the idea of interacting with her peers outside of a formal setting. So I really praise and commend the school for what they're doing with children in sports.
We have great opportunities in our PE lessons to do sport that we're not able to do outside of school.
Did you find sport helpful to you when you came to Our Ladies?
Yeah, especially especially when I moved to secondary school, because I wasn't really keen on PE when I first started out here at Our Ladies. But then when I moved to high school, I only then realised the impact it's made on my life, like my healthy lifestyle and how it's boosted my confidence.
We believe that sport and physical education are outstanding in Our Ladies School because of the level of inclusion for all children within the school, but also because of the extremely high level of teaching and the outstanding quality of the teachers in the school and the way that they bring sport and PE into so many aspects of the children's learning.
That's showing fantastic control and super balance.
And this roll, when you do this.
The roll is the same, like this and like that.
At first, you're going to do this, yeah? And second, white roll.
So what we need to do now, what do you need to do now? You tell me, I should be telling you. What should you do? And what else? To everyone. So everyone on the team needs to get a touch of the ball.
Left, right, left. Oh, you got 2 hands together. Brilliant, good boy. You're concentrating very much, Tristan.
Left to left.
The left leg. And the right leg.
Yeah, like what was yours?
Can you change it now, Tristan, a little bit, maybe? Super balance, super control. I can see you trying really hard. Good girl. Well done.
Right, last week you found lots and lots of new ways to play with the equipment, and we're going to find even more ways to play with the equipment today. We're going to think first of all, pair and share. Can you think of list one or two ways you played with the equipment last week? Go. And stop, look at me. Great sitting reception. Now, can we share the ideas how you played last week with the equipment? Put your hands up. Talitha, how are you playing with the equipment?
I clapped my hands and then catched it.
Oh, and did you make it harder by catching it? Because that's what you told me, that you were going to find even harder ways to play with the equipment. Let's watch Shania, because last week we helped Shania when we watched her. And can you have a look and see the way she's playing with the equipment first of all? Can you see, what is she doing there with the ball? Chris? Bouncing the ball. Did you see another way she played with the ball? Millie?
She kicked it and then catched it.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Well done, reception. You told me how Shania was playing with her medium ball. Now I want you to watch the video and tell me how she's travelling, so how she's moving with the ball, because that's our focus today, our objective. Have a watch. Put your hands up and tell me how she's moving with it when she's bouncing the ball. Kira?
She was moving while she was bouncing the ball.
Good, how was she moving? Was she hopping? Was she running? Was she jumping?
She was running.
She was running. Okay, if you liked the way Shania played with her equipment, you could copy some of these ideas or think of some more ideas that how you could play with the equipment. Looking good? I heard you talking about lots of ways that you were going to use the equipment, but we need to warm up first. Warm our bodies up first, okay, and try these new ways you've been talking about outside to challenge yourself. Who's going to find more ways? Yeah! Fantastic. Oh, great high jumping, Keanu. Oh, I like the way you're linking. And Keanu, when you finish, can you do skipping strawberries on green in our safe area? Let's copy Keanu. Well done. Some of you added in a hop and a jump linking. Now we're going to watch Chris. Okay, I want you to look at the direction, the way he is skipping. Off you go. Let's all watch Chris. Go, Chris. Which way is Chris skipping? Amari? Backwards. And you had a different way, Chris. Show me your second way of skipping. How is he skipping now? Kieran, turning. Can you copy Chris? Go. Oh, look at how Shania's looking over her shoulder as she's skipping backwards. This time we're going to be bouncing bananas. Go. I like the way you're bouncing with your legs wide. Great work. Can you find another way? I like the way you're bouncing side to side. Okay, so we're going to be on yellow and we're going to be marching melons. Okay, so marching melons and Billy's group, keep marching melons.
Talitha's group, please go to your basket.
Well done, Talitha's group. Really quick and safe and quiet. We've warmed our bodies up. How do we feel now? Put your hands up. How do you feel? You feel fit? How do you feel?
Healthy.
Healthy. How do you feel, Mohammed? Warm. So I want you to think about the ideas you've used in your travelling warm-up game, and I want you to find 1, 2 or even more ways of playing with your choice of equipment. Go! That's it. Stop and come to me, Jace. I like the way you were balancing the ball. Could you think about a way using the equipment, using the lines? You go and try and think. And stop, duck feet. We're going to jog back safely to our baskets. Go! Who's going to get the point? Is it going to be reds, greens, blues, yellows? Or blues are looking good, jogging on the spot? Now, we've thought about ways of travelling in our warm-up. Jog on the spot to keep you busy. And we've thought about what your choice of playing with the equipment and finding new ways. Now we're going to find new ways to play with our focus, which is our ball. Remember what we talked about in the class? Can you find 2 or more ways and think about how you travel with the ball? Can Mrs. Thomas's group go? Billy's group go and get a ball and safely start working, finding 2 or more ways of playing with the ball. Can Talifa's group go? Tristan's group go? Oh, that's good control. I like the way you use the line, Kira. Stop, look at me. I like the way you use the line there. So that was bouncing on the line. Have you got a different way of travelling? Think about the travelling now. Could you try and skip maybe now when you're travelling? Or hop? Go and practice. Oh, you're hopping. Try the other leg now.
Your left hand, can you try with your right hand? Yes, try with the other hand, that's it. Hey, well done. Super control, Mohammed. Again. Now can you swap over in the middle? First one hand, then the other hand. Left, right, left. Oh, you got 2 hands together. Brilliant, good boy.
Let's go with our ball. We're going to duck feet, jog quickly to the line, go. To the green line. Oh, we'll just wait, stop and look. We're going to watch Kira. Miss, who did you choose from your group?
I chose Mohammed, Mrs. Richardson. He was fantastic.
Because we'll come out to the front, Mohammed. We're going to look and help them because we don't just want to find these ways and celebrate. We want to find more ways. Have a look and tell me how they are travelling because we want to help them with more ideas for travelling. Go, show me your first way. Oh, Kira's hopping and bouncing the ball. Mohammed's changing direction. Show me your second way, a different way. Oh, Mohammed's moving forward, bouncing with both hands this time instead of one. Kira's busy hopping and changing arms. And stop. Can anyone tell me what you liked about how they travelled with the ball? Did you watch Kira?
I liked when Kira hopped and catched the ball and bounced it.
She hopped and bounced it. Good, good. And what was the travelling? Was it the hop or the bounce? The hop, good girl. Can you think of anything she can do that she hasn't done a different way?
Yeah, maybe she can jump.
She can jump, good girl. So Kira, we want to see Kira jumping this time. Can you try that, Kira, in a minute?
Good boy, Tristan. Good control. Well done. Fantastic. I can see you're concentrating very much, Tristan. That's showing fantastic control and super balance. Can you change it now, Tristan, a little bit, maybe? Oh, you're going around in a circle.
Me?
Fantastic. Good boy, Tristan.
Lucky.
Right, we're going. Let's see who's the champions at being safe, quick and quiet at lining up by the baskets. Go. I think it's got to be today, all of you.
Yeah!
You have worked so hard and we're going to talk about how well we've done, how well we've found different ways of using the equipment and travelling and even more ways to make it harder. I'm thinking you're year 1. Could the monitors go with Miss safely. I like the way you're bending your knees to lift that up, like in our gymnastics we bend our knees. Everyone else, can we hop safely to the green line? Excellent. Oh, you are so good at hopping and jumping. I'm going to add a new one. Can you hop? If you can hop and jump, can you hop and change legs this time? Go. Let's see, oh, like Kieran's trying the hopping. Can you change leg, Kieran? Can you hop on the other leg? Keanu is going to walk us in, marching. Ready? And we're going to sit on the carpet quietly. Put your hands up if you enjoyed that lesson reception. Oh, great. Now can you think with a partner and share your favourite bit of the lesson? Go.
Bouncing on money, kicking it, and catching it.
And stop. Put your hands up if you can share your favourite part of the lesson, something that you really, really enjoyed. Put your hands up and tell me. Tamia.
I bounced it and kicked it.
You bounced and kicked. You linked two actions. Talitha, what did you do different today? What was your favourite part of the lesson today?
I balanced the ball and I walked in a zigzag.
She walked in a zigzag, because last week, did you walk in a zigzag last week?
No.
You tried a new way. I think I remember you walking in a straight line, so you've got even better and better. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to think about what did you do today when you were using your equipment that you couldn't do last week? Go, share with your friend. And you had better control today, didn't you? And stop, look at me. Put your hands up and share. Put your hands up, who wants to share? Kira, can you tell me something new that you couldn't do?
I can bounce the ball when I'm hopping.
You can now bounce the ball while you are hopping? Yes. Great. Okay, can you now think about something for next lesson, because we found lots of different ways, of another way of travelling, because we're still going to focus on our travelling. Think about another way you could travel that you didn't travel today. Go. Good boy. You're going to jump. And stop. Looking good? Let's copy Keanu, because he's sitting with his back really straight, looking good. Put your hands up and share. Mohammed, what are you going to do next week even better, that's even harder?
A football.
You're going to choose a football, and how are you going to use the football? Are you going to roll it?
Bounce it and kick it and roll it.
She's going to bounce, kick and roll. And how are you going to move with that equipment? So how are you going to travel? Think of our warm-up game.
I'm going to run.
Can anyone help and give Mohammed another way that he can travel? Amisha.
You go get a hoop and balance it on his head.
So he could balance. And is he going to walk or skip?
Skip.
Skip. And stop. Well done, reception. You were fantastic. We're going to see if we can beat the time, getting changed, beat the song. Good morning, children.
Good morning, Mrs. Richardson.
I am so excited about this lesson. Last lesson it performed extremely well, especially on the floor. You were working as well as the learning outcomes for year 4, if not better. But we always want to get even better. Who's going to get even better today?
Me.
Fantastic, well done. We're going to look at our first learning objective. It's to get change quickly and quietly. What's our target time? Jan?
Under 60 seconds.
Great work. Looking good, year 3. You nearly beat the target time, 65 seconds. So it's very close between year 3 and 4. Let's just think, for this half term, what are our learning objectives, our WALT? So think, pair and share with a friend on your table. Go.
We need to contrast our shapes more, link more. Like if we do too much speed, we need to slow down our speed and do more actions. Like if we do a balance, just completely change it into a different kind of new one.
Right, we're going to share now the answers. So put your hands up and tell me what you think are our objectives for this half term.
To do contrasting body actions.
So to do, can you give me a better word? Think of our literacy, what we've been doing our literacy, what we've been trying to do. So you are right, good, to link. So perform a sequence linking how many actions am I looking for? 3 or more actions, so we can tick that off. Let's share how we want to do our actions, our 3 or more actions. Let's share, put your hands up. What do you think? Chica?
We can, like, when you're doing a balance, you could, like, if you're doing a high balance, you could do a cartwheel because it's higher when you're doing a high balance, and if you're doing a low balance, it will be easier to link when you're doing a low balance, and then you can do a roll because the roll's slow as well.
Great work, Chica. Let's give her a clap. I think she's thought about nearly all these actions and the extension action, which is to link in a stable balance in and out of our actions. She may miss one word, which would be looking in our literacy. What did she miss? Joshua? Contrasting. So we've looked at our learning objectives for the half term. Now we're going to think of all that great work you did last lesson. And we talked about what we did well and what we can do even better in our learning outcomes to help us today. Just have a think for 20 seconds of what we did well last week and what we're going to do even better today. Go.
Do a balance.
What are you going to do today that you couldn't do yesterday?
I was doing a low roll and a low balance, then doing a high balance.
And did you do it better on the floor or the apparatus?
On the floor, on the apparatus.
So as a class, did we do it better on the floor or the apparatus? The floor. Let's watch Follow, so when we get into the hall, we can transfer these skills and really work hard on our apparatus. Can you can you all see the paper there? Can you look for, is Follow linking? What is good? What can be improved? How is he contrasting his body shapes? What is good? What can be improved? How is he safe? And is he doing the extension activity? Performing his stable balances. Now he's on to his second, so he's repeating his second sequence. Follow, is there something that you think you can improve from watching your sequence?
Like, I can improve in putting my leg straight and not be wibbly wobbly, because in a part I put my leg up but I went wibbly wobbly, so I'm gonna control it more better.
Brilliant, Follow, you really looked at your work and to see how you could make it even better. When we get into the hall, I'm going to see if you're going to improve and be more stable. So are we ready to go?
Yeah.
We're going to start off by warming up, linking 3 or more contrasting body shapes with control and fluency. Off we go. Excellent, Aaliyah. I love the way you've come in safely and quietly, working straight away. I can see contrasting actions, and you added your balance when you evaluated. Great work, Year 3, coming in straight away, quickly and quietly. Look for your safe spaces. That's a tuck shape, Henri. Remember, you're linking and contrasting your actions. How are you going to challenge yourself today? Let's look at our learning objectives, okay? What shapes were you doing? Joshua, let me look at your sequence. Can you show me your sequence? Joshua, doing your wide shape roll, forward roll, into a wide shape teddy roll, into a wide shape hip roll, into a straight roll. Joshua, thinking about our learning outcomes today and our learning objectives, how are you linking your actions?
By doing a roll into a different roll.
Good boy. How many shapes did you do?
2.
You did 2 shapes. What shapes were they? Can you remember?
Wide and straight.
Wide and straight. That's too easy for you. Can you think of another shape that you could add to make your sequence even more challenging? What shape are you going to add in?
I can do a more straighter roll and without any gaps.
Good, well you are linking. You had a wide shape and a straight. Can you think of another shape? A tuck shape. Let me see if you can practice that to make it even better. Oh, straight away, Joshua, I love the way you're tucking your feet in. Are you going to link that to your sequence so there's no gaps? Keep practicing that. Jan, can you show me your sequence? I love the height of that roll, linking into a straight roll. Great finishing position, Jan.
Bardzo dobry sposób kończenia ćwiczenia, Jan.
Now, Jan, how many actions are we linking together?
Ile akcji musimy połączyć razem?
3 albo więcej.
3 or more.
How many actions did you link today?
Ile akcji połączyłeś dziś? 2.
2. Do you think you can make it even better? How many more do you need to link?
Czy możesz zrobić to lepiej? O ile więcej możesz połączyć?
2 więcej.
2 or more.
Oh, that would be... Can you try 3 or more?
3 albo więcej.
And I'm going to give an extra challenge. Can he make his shapes even clearer? So what is he going to do to make them even wider, tucked or narrow?
Żeby zmienić rodzaj ćwiczeń, szerokie na przykład, albo szersze ćwiczenia, lepszy rodzaj ćwiczenia.
Wyciągam się, później się mogę zrobić
When he was doing his straight roll miss, how could he make it even clearer? What could he do with his hands and his toes to make it even straighter?
Możesz wyciągnąć ręce albo ręce do góry.
Aha, albo mogę nogi bardziej prosto mieć.
Yeah, he can straight his legs.
Let me see. Oh, that's even straighter. Can you tell him that's even? Great strength. If you tell him to keep practicing and everything he's doing, even wider, can you tell him?
And this roll.
Roll is the same.
you are going to do this, yeah? And second, wide roll, yeah?
The wide roll.
What kind of jumping is it here?
It's like a left, jump on left, jump on left.
Oh, left leg,
The
yeah?
left leg. And the right leg.
Yes, and this one, what is it here?
Start jump.
Yeah. And then we are going to do some
Scarecrow like that. It's like a scarecrow. Yeah, it's like a balance, like scarecrows do.
here.
Like a statue. Like a statue does.
So you got two.
Now, number one, put your hand up. Stand up, and you're going to perform your sequence. Number two is going to be the audience. Remember our learning outcomes for today. What are we looking for? We're looking for contrasting shapes. We're looking for 3 or more actions. And remember the extension actions. Off you go.
Cheeky, great watching them. I've watched Cheeky because Follow was trying to link his balances and the amount of his actions is still the balances.
Great finish. I like the way he's chatting already and talking about what went well and what you're going to do even better.
Was that when you was last week, you was wibbly wobbly with your balances, but you were even more stable, a lot more stable today because you were concentrating on putting your toes in straight in. And what you need to do better is that when you start position, you need to start like that instead of just like that.
So in the finishing position, it was clear, wasn't it? And that it's important in the sequence to have a clear starting and finishing position.
When you go into your jumps, you need, if you want to go higher, you do it like this. If you want to go slow and a bit smaller, you can just start like that or that.
Good work. And stop, look at me. Number 2's off you go, same thing. Go. Starting position, keep the starting position there. I think I'll have a really challenge Chica.
What
Is she doing the learning objectives? Learning outcomes, and what can we do to challenge her? Great talking there, you turn straight away into your task, keep busy, and stop Chica. I know you've got more and you're thinking, but left good finishing position there.
I think you done well. It's when you done some of your work and it was fantastic because you were focused, your brain was just into it. And what you need to do better, because when you done one balance,
Can you speak a bit? How does the Chica complete that?
you were a little bit wobbly with your hands.
So make sure all your balances are
So what were the contrasting shapes?
safe and stable. I've got another challenge for you, Chica. I want you to now, some of your balances you were doing 2 contrasting actions. So when you were in a headstand, you could go from straight to wide. I want you to do 3. Can you try that? Well done, children. That was great speaking and listening. We're talking about how we're going to make our work even better. Now you've gone even better in your floor work, we're going to think about our learning outcomes. Because we said that what were we going to improve, really, really improve today?
We're going to improve everything we do, on our apparatus, we're going to improve on our apparatus.
On the apparatus. So take them great ideas you've just done on the floor and transfer them to the apparatus for your sequence. Rikaya and Isaiah have done some fantastic work last week on and around the apparatus. Okay, but our learning objective, our learning outcome today is to really think and challenge yourself to be more creative on that apparatus. When you're watching Hqpe and Isaiah, I want you to look how well they are linking. Can it be improved? How well they're contrasting their shapes when they're linking. Can anything be improved? Are they safe? Why is it important to be safe when we're on and around the apparatus?
Because if we're not safe, we might bump into someone and they might get hurt.
We might get hurt. Okay. Looking good? We're going to watch Hqpe first and see how well she's linking, contrasting her shapes, how safe she is, and is she doing the extension activity, and can then one thing that can be improved. So 2 stars and a wish. Make sure you're watching Hqpe. Think of her contrasting what she's doing well and what she can do even better. So if you pause it now, miss. What did Hqpe, let's look at our learning outcomes for today. How did Hqpe, how well did she link her actions? Elia?
She was doing a balance and she was doing the extensions and she was linking 3 or more actions.
She did, and you said she added a balance, so she extended herself. What about her shapes? How well did she do with her shapes? Someone different. Patrice?
Like a triangle.
She really thought wide. Did she do any other shapes? Because we've got to be able to contrast. Do you think pair and share something she can do even better?
She could go into...
And stop, look at me. Great talking. Chardonnay, could you tell me? Give Hqpe, look at Hqpe, are you watching Hqpe? Chardonnay's going to give you something that you can do even better because your work was fantastic, but we want to make it even better.
She could do crab on the bench and lift up 1 foot for her balance, and then she could do on the map a roll into a crab and then put up 1 hand.
What was she mainly using, Chardonnay, that you told me before? What apparatus? The mats. So, Hqpe, I really want to see you, when you're using the apparatus, really use the mats and the apparatus. Now we need to safely and quietly get the apparatus out. I know you know what you're doing because last week you were great at this. Go.
Quite close
here. Safety the balls.
Miss Richardson, they're quite close here. We move up a little bit.
And well done, Miss is spotted here. Have a think, Miss Group. What do we always have at the start when we're doing our apparatus work? Eddie. What are you in? What space are you in? Our own space. Now what I want to see, our learning outcome, is that you're really creating a sequence using the ideas from the floor work, contrasting your shapes, linking 3 or more, off you go. Patrice, that's great, contrasting shapes. I can really tell you've thought of 4 now. How are you going to come out of that balance? Patrice, that was amazing. You did 4 contrasting actions, but look at the learning objective, learning outcome. So you've got the stable balances now. What do you need to add to that? I love the way you use the bench there. Brilliant, you hit the spot on there. Now I'm going to challenge you to add another action.
And we're going to give 3 of them 2 stars and a wish, so you need to watch carefully. Right, let's filming Eddie there. So remember 2 stars and a wish.
We didn't keep it stable.
Okay, just wait until they stop it and then you can give them.
I fell down because I slipped.
Okay, so we're looking at you, Eddie. So, Oscar, can you give Eddie a star?
Eddie can do more control.
You can give it a better control because he fell over, didn't he? So you have to think about your control. Did anybody see any contrasting actions? No, there wasn't. So what about a wish then? What can we give him as a wish?
More linking.
More linking, okay. So you'll have to work on that, Eddie, okay. Let's have a look at the next one.
Oh, Joshua, that is fabulous. And around the apparatus, that's too easy, so I'm going to add a balance. Can you add a balance on the in and out of your actions? Oh, I like how Foller's making his arm muscles really strong there.
Okay, Eddie, remember what your wish was? What you needed to contrast. Let's see contrasting shape.
Oh, you challenge yourself. Now, I want to see that.
Okay. Well done.
Year 3, you are getting better and better. I think we'll be seeing some of you at the Olympics. You are really making them balances strong. Some of you using your arm muscles, tensing your leg muscles. Well done. Now we're going to do the same and challenge ourselves to use another piece of equipment now. So you're going to do some tuck jumps to your next piece of apparatus. And can you add another action to your sequence, contrasting your shapes? Go. Great tuck jump there, Hqpe. You've worked so hard today, Year 3. We're going to cool our bodies down now. We're going to think about all the great work you did on and around the apparatus, particularly making your muscles so strong that made the shapes clearer. So you can practice your favourite action and maybe add another action with contrasting shape. I want you to safely put the apparatus away, thinking about how you work with your partner. Off you go. Henri, I love the way you're waiting for your partner there. You're bending your knees. Great safety there. Fingers on top, thumbs underneath. Well done, Eddie, that's it. I like the way you're looking round. Jan, I'm going to ask you to do a balance now. You're getting so good. Good boy, good strong arm muscles there. Well done. Eddie, you know when you did the floor work, your jumps were even higher. Can you show me your shapes, your clearer contrasting shapes? And start, look at me. Well done. So now we've done our work, and there's so much work that is amazing. I want you to think, pair, share of something we've done really well in the lesson and something we want to do even better next lesson. Go. So will you think about the learning objectives? Do you think you achieved them today? So, think of the extension activity. Oh, with these girls here, Mohammed, that's it.
Because last week I couldn't do what I did today.
What couldn't you do?
The handstand.
Well, what did you do that could make you do it? What you made your muscles?
I took one hand off the floor.
Oh, so you challenged yourself. But what did you have to do with your muscles to make them
stronger?
Okay, and stop, look at me. Put your hands up if you enjoyed that lesson. What was your favourite part of the lesson and why?
I challenged myself by doing a handstand over the bench, and by challenging myself I took one hand off the floor.
And what did you have to make? What did you do? What could make you be able to do that was different from last week?
I couldn't do it last week.
Why? What did you do differently this week?
I tried my best on it.
Right. Well, I noticed that you were making your actions really strong. Well done. Can you think, what are you going to do next week that you couldn't do this week? How are you going to challenge yourself there? Who else is going to? Rachel, what are you going to do next week that you couldn't do this week? What are you going to do even better?
I could try and put more actions into my sequence, but not make the sequence too long.
Oh, good girl. Year 3, we've got strength and stamina in today's lesson. I saw that you were challenging yourself, making decisions for yourself, trying new things. Who goes to a gymnastics club out of school? Because there's so many here that could go to gymnastics school. And stop. We're going to go safely back into the classroom. We're going to see if we can beat our target time of getting changed. Well done. And I think you can get golden points today. Well done.
Okay, so why exercise? Why exercise? Why bother exercising? You don't need to exercise? Or do we need to exercise? Why exercise? Think, pair, and in a minute, 2 minutes, we're going to share. I want at least 11 good reasons why we exercise. Go.
And when you're sleeping, you sleep better and you live longer. You lose weight. That's 5.
Your blood gets through your body quickly.
Who'd like to share? Hands up if you'd like to share.
You live longer.
You live longer, that's right.
You don't ache.
You don't ache so much. Who can give us another reason?
You build up your muscles.
You build up your muscles, that's right. Well done. Maya, have you got another reason?
You build up your stamina.
You build up your stamina. Who can give me another reason?
You can get fit and healthy.
Gets you fit and healthy.
Your bones get stronger.
Your bones get stronger. Your weight goes down, it controls your weight, doesn't it?
Your lungs work better.
Your lungs work better.
When you exercise, endorphins are released, so you feel better.
Okay, the endorphins are released. Where are they released? Maya?
Out of your brain.
In your brain, that's right. Now, there's 3 areas that elite athletes need to develop. Share. Okay, back to us. Let's share. First one.
Flexibility.
Flexibility.
You can when you stretch, you get fit, and you can move all sorts.
You can move all sorts, as Ibrahim had just said. So we've got one. Got flexibility. What else have we got?
Stamina.
Stamina. What does it mean by having stamina?
That you could run longer and you could jog longer.
You can keep running and jogging for ages, building up stamina. Do you think it's important for you to have lots of stamina?
Yes.
It certainly is, isn't it? Okay, and the last one?
Strength.
Strength, that's right. How can children develop strength?
By running and doing press-up.
Is there anything that children really shouldn't do to develop strength? Yeah.
Not to lift weights?
You shouldn't lift weights. Why not?
Because it won't let you grow.
That's right, because it could stop your growing spurts. Now, let's have a look at some pictures from last week's lesson. And I need you to explain your judgments. Okay? If we have something to improve, I need you to explain that to me. If we have something that's really good, I also need you to explain that to me. Okay, so there we have the first picture. Good or needs to be improved. Maya is in, what do we call? In defensive position. Ready to get the ball. Is there anything how we could improve Maya? Maya, how could you improve yourself there?
Put my arms straight in.
Put your arms straight up, that's right. What about the girl that's dribbling the ball? Tell me about that, her. Rihanna, tell me about yourself, because you were doing a grand job there. Come on.
She's in great position for shooting.
She is in a great position. And tell me about the boy with the ball.
Because the footballers throw like that.
The footballers throw like that. Good boy, well done. Give him a big clap. The two boys here. Let's talk about this guy first. All right. Good or needs to be improved? Yes, Whelan.
Good.
Explain your judgment to me. Why?
Because Dejan is looking around him.
So Dejan is using his peripheral vision. He's looking around him.
And he's seeing who can throw the ball to.
He's seeing where he's got to throw it. Good job. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for control with the ball while you're passing and dribbling. I'm looking at those good catches and passes. I'm looking at you being able to evaluate your game when you come back in again. That 4x4 game, we're going to come in and we're going to talk about it and how can we improve it? How can we make it better? And I want you to talk to me about the role of the referee. Okay, so we're ready to go. Let's go. Sports leaders, to the door. Get your knees up, get your knees up.
I may come and help put the balls out quickly.
Good job, good job. Great job. Anti-clockwise. Moving stretch number 3. Go.
1, 2.
Oh, stretch, really good stretch. 5. Think about your last moving stretch, the one you haven't done yet, because our flexibility relies on us stretching. You ready? Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How are you feeling? Fantastic. Okay, let's have some individuals. How are you feeling?
Out of breath.
You're feeling out of breath. That means she's working really hard. How are you feeling? Healthy. Let's look now for the best group. You know, next week, sports leaders, you're going to do the warm-up next week. Okay. This group, right-hand dribble. Por favor. Niñas y niñas, por favor, alto.
That's good, Jamal. Control.
Alto. Por favor. Bajo. Bajo, rapido.
Rapido,
Rapido. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Good. Really pleased with that. That shows great control. I'm going to ask us to watch 1 or 2. In a minute, I want to see you doing your favourite one. Okay? I want to see you doing your favourite one. I want to see you doing your favourite one. And I want to see you doing your favourite one. Actually, what would be really good if you could show us a variety. Go. Oh, great stuff. Look at the variety there. Kate, which one do you want to talk about?
Shaquille.
Why?
Because when he was dribbling, he moved around where we could see, places where we could see.
But remember our learning objective. Did he have control?
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. Let's have a look at everybody having a go. Go. Oh, this is amazing control. Keep control. Time to play our bridges. Go. We're going to play salt. Ready? Look at these three, they're ready to go. Well done. Go. Think about the pass that you're making, girls. Well done. Brilliant control. Why are we doing this exercise? For control. So we have to really concentrate, because if we're controlling, then we shouldn't be dropping.
Why is it so possible? Don't look at it.
So what else could you do to improve this? What else could you do? A bit faster, off you go then. Let me see a little bit more speed. Faster. Nice and controlled at the same time. Well done, Pastor. That was a great pass. Nice and controlled with good speed. Well done.
Why should we have control in a game?
If you don't control the ball and someone could just get it off you.
Excellent. If you don't control the ball, you lose the ball in a game. Well done. Good answer there. Now, I wonder if you boys now can make this a cheeky game. Okay, we're going to play salt, drop the salt, with movement, with distance. And the person in the middle, you choose which pass you think is the right one. Let's watch these three lads in the middle first. You ready? Okay, go. Well done. Look at the control Hqpe's got. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, everybody, go.
Drop salt and
Well done, Martinique. Well done, you three girls. Okay, fantastic. Just come here, you three, a minute. Okay, is there anything that you could do to improve this, the way that you're doing it?
Yeah.
What do you think you could do? Maybe sometimes speed isn't always the best to get accuracy.
Slow it down and do it.
Excellent, excellent. The passes were a little bit sloppy. Well done. And slow it down, because when we know what we're doing, we can speed things up. But to get that excellence, we need to start off concentrating, because our learning objective is what?
Control.
And accuracy. Okay, let me see that now. Good girls, well done. There we go, that's much better, much better. Excellent. Good. So why is it better? What are you doing that's better? You've slowed it, that's excellent. You've gone a little bit slower until you get the techniques refined. Well done, keep going girls, I'm watching. Change the person in the middle. We're now going to go into our 4x4 or 3 versus 3 game. Okay, Mrs. Page is going to count to 10. And I want you with safety and control to make sure that all the cones and the balls are where they should be. Are we ready? Give them on in the middle, ref, please.
Claudia's going to ref this game. I'm going to be filming on the side, okay? And then we're going to play for a little bit. We're going to video, we're going to come in, we're going to talk about the video, and then we're going to see how we can improve it against the learning objective back into the game, make those improvements, okay? Get your teams, get in your spaces. Claudia, when you're ready, you throw up the ball. Remember the learning objective. Remember the learning objective. Stop there, it's their ball, but we're going to come in and we're going to re-watch the video. Shanae, what's the learning objective?
To
Go on to Khadija.
Before anyone gets the shoe, we have to pass to everyone.
Can you see where everyone's passing to everyone?
No.
No. So what we need to do now, what do you need to do now? You tell me, I shouldn't be telling you. What should you do? And what else?
Pass
to everyone. So everyone on the team needs to get a touch of the ball. Off you go.
Okay, Now, what I want you to tell me, please, think back to the picture of Rihanna. All right? What was Rihanna doing that we thought was a really good point that we had to remember? Running. She was running and she was looking up. Why do we look up in a game? So you can see where the gaps are? And defend tight. Anything else?
And look where you're going.
And we can look where we're going and we're not going to bump into anything, are we?
No.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to watch you now to see that's what I'm looking for. That your heads are up, okay? Go. Okay, boys and girls, please could everyone come to me for a minute? You've worked really, really hard today. I'm so proud of you. Now it's time to cool down. So we're going to wander over slowly to the 100 square and we're going to do our cool down. Okay? All right, off we go. Shaking our hands. Good. Backwards. Backwards. Forwards. Forwards. Okay, let's find a number that is a multiple of 10 or 2 or 3. And think of our first moving stretch. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. I'm so proud of you. Who feels good? Me. Who feels positive? Me. Okay, well done. One last walk, gentle walk around the perimeter.
You don't think it feels good as well? And you ask me if it feels good? Positive.
Who enjoyed the lesson? Me. Who feels healthier? Me. Good job, great job. All right, boys and girls, you've worked really, really hard today. Thank you very much for that. We're just going to have a little plenary now to have a discussion about what we've done, what we enjoyed doing, and where can we go next week? How can we improve? Okay, so we're going to think about, what was this lesson all about today? What do we actually want to learn to do today?
To pass the ball and chest pass and dribble pass.
Excellent. To choose the correct pass, to pass the ball with accuracy. Well done. Who feels that they have done that today? Well done. Fantastic. So, we knew what we were hoping for. What do you feel that you could do today that you couldn't do last week? Maya.
I've learnt to dribble up the court with the ball.
You've learnt to dribble up the court with the ball. Maya, did you feel that you had the stamina now this week? Good girls, that means Maya has been working on her aerobic skills, her stamina. Duraeus.
Before I couldn't dribble with my left hand.
You couldn't dribble with your left hand last week? Tell me about this week.
I can.
You've done it. Fantastic. Good boy.
I've learned that when I'm dribbling the ball, I can do it more faster.
You've learned to dribble the ball faster, okay. But you know, sometimes when we do things quickly, we can lose control. Question, did you lose control?
Not really.
Excellent, good boy, because that's what our learning objective was all about, to learn to pass, dribble, throw, move, and have the control. Okay, so now you need to set yourselves a challenge, because we can't stop here, because we have to keep going better and better to get excellence. What are we going to do next week? What are you going to do to set yourself a challenge to improve your performance next week?
Instead of just standing there waiting for the ball, you can try and move and get the ball.
Excellent. So instead of standing and just expecting the ball to come to you, you're going to be on your toes, moving. Well done, Rihanna. I'll be looking out for that next week. Go on, Georgia.
Try to improve with bouncing the ball and low and fast.
Okay, so you want to increase your skills at alternating the height and the depth of the ball. Well done. And the speed of the ball. Fantastic. Because that's what it's all about. Having that control, whether the ball is high or low, fast or slow. Okay, so now, if you had the camera, if you had that camera and you could take one picture, what was the favourite part of your lesson today and why? And explain to me why. Shaquille.
When I scored.
You got a basket. Fantastic. Did that make you feel good?
Yeah, and excited.
Brilliant. Maya.
When we were playing salt, because I've got closer to my friends.
Fantastic. Martinique.
I enjoyed when we was playing salt because at first we was doing sloppy throws, and then Miss Page talked to us, and then we did it a bit slower, and then we got it done.
Fantastic. So when we got together and we had a little chat and you looked at what you were doing, you realised yourselves how you could improve your performance. And you decided what it was, you went away, you practiced that, and you were better. Well done, and thank you for that, Martinique. Who enjoyed the lesson today? Me. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for working really, really hard.
At Our Ladies, all lessons follow the same format. In each lesson you will see a great emphasis on the pace throughout. For example, at the beginning of the lesson, we always start with a clear references and evaluation of targets from the previous lessons. We identify areas for learning and setting out learning outcomes. We make productive use of adults and other resources. For example, we use ICT to raise standards. One unique action we use at Our Ladies, which is used right across lessons, is think, pair and share. This helps pupils to share learning outcomes and identify targets to improve. In all 3 lessons you will also see clear evidence of differentiated tasks. You will see a range of different equipment, support materials and questions being used. I don't do all the teaching, we rotate every half term. Teaching and learning is not just about what goes on in the lesson. For example, I'm responsible for professional development, planning, assessment and tracking, and I do these through staff meetings, team teaching and observations. As an advanced skills teacher, it is very important for me to explore high quality pedagogy. My role as a primary link teacher has enabled me to extend my knowledge by working together with our partners, such as the School Sports Partnership.